Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, thank you for that halftime show performance. From the bottom of my heart, for all people around the world, especially black people during Black History Month, thank you, my brother. Now, a lot of you guys don't understand the actual concept of his Super Bowl halftime performances. I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's the worst halftime performance of all time. And it's because a lot of you guys are lacking the intelligence to dissect the artistic symbolism throughout the performance. Now let's just get into this. Everyone is in awe that Samuel L. Jackson played the role of Uncle Sam. And Uncle Sam is, of course, a representative for the United States, right? Presenting everything in regards to taking our taxes, things like that. And that is deep symbolism in itself. But Samuel L. Jackson's role in this is basically trying to convince Kendrick Lamar to play by the rules of the United States, especially with all of the current turmoil that we have in regards to our new president and everything else that black people have endured from the beginning of our inception into the United States forcibly and becoming enslaved. All right. And this is a serious time because we have so many different things happening in our society with DEI, all these different executive orders being passed by our current president that is harming not only, the Hispanic community, but particularly the black community and minorities in general. And the main concept to me for this Super Bowl halftime performance is very clear that it was set up as a video game. If you guys pay attention to the concept, you have all of these different shapes, and it's in the shape of a PlayStation remote control. You have your X, you have your O, you know what I'm saying? You have a triangle, you have all these different things, but in each in each shape, Kendrick Lamar is performing a different song. So it could represent different levels throughout life and different levels or different ways that you have to play the game in order to survive in the United States. All right. And that is something that many people overlooked when they're watching this Super Bowl halftime show performance. Many people just felt like he decided to do this Super Bowl halftime show performance to target Drake. Now, come on now. We already know that he had the biggest year of his life in regards to this hip hop battle, beating Drake, all right, and dropping this single that everybody loved and it blew up his entire career. Now, Kendrick Lamar was already a 17-time Grammy winner, but this song definitely pushed things to the next level and made him cross over to the super mainstream globally, all right, in this rap battle because people were shocked. Because people viewed Kendrick Lamar as the underdog because we had Drake and he basically had broke every record. He broke Michael Jackson records for the most number ones. He had all these things going for him. And of course he had the look, he had the aesthetic of being light skinned, being mixed, and the things that, corporate America when it comes to entertainment enjoys and what they like to push to the masses. And Kendrick Lamar is viewed as more so the underdog, a person that was for the people. And people didn't expect him to be able to come out and rap like that. But if you go back down 15 years ago, when Kendrick Lamar started up in the game, he was into battle rap, all right? And he also shouted out his homie D-Light in a recent interview with Apple Music discussing, his history and background of being a battle rapper and the concept of being a part of battle rap and being able to, neutralize your opponent. You get what I mean? So let's get back to the halftime show. So there's a lot of different symbolisms throughout it. And it's mostly, of course, we have people dressed in red, white, and blue. And they do the shape, all of them does the shape of the American flag. They do the shape of an American flag together as a concept way to show off the United States and what it represents. But we can also dive deeper into that because Kendrick Lamar is from California, Compton, where, it's a thing where you have the Bloods and the Crips and, of course, gang territory and turf and stuff like that. And it's showing that unity with the colors all together, the red and the blue and the white all together. And that could show a display of unity. And that's the way that I dissected it as well. And then also a lot of people wondered, why did he have Serena Williams on there? Was she just on there crip walking to be petty and, get a shot at Drake? I don't think it was that. I think they have so much more in common than people notice. Both Serena Williams and Kendrick Lamar is from Compton, California, and they both beat adversity. They both beat adversity as young, like they started out in the game very young, basically children, pretty much trying to go after their career. And they both went out on, they're both currently at top. You know what I mean? They're both like considered GOATs in their field now. Like, you know, Serena Williams, she's retired now. She's a little bit older than Kendrick Lamar, but clearly she's the greatest tennis player that ever lived and that is currently living. You know what I'm saying? Whether she's playing or retired, she's still considered the GOAT of tennis. And she's from Compton, and she had to go through the adversities and the different challenges growing up in California and beating the odds as a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, in this form of sport of tennis, where they basically made it seem like she didn't belong. There was a video clip of I believe it was her sister. It was Venus, I believe, and she had an interview, and they asked her. It was this man, and he was a white guy, and he had asked her why was she so sure of herself that she could beat somebody in a tennis game, and she was a kid at the time. She was like, had to been like 13 or something like that, and her father intervened and was like, don't sit here and try to discourage this child who's trying to build herself up. And he had confronted her. And these are the type of things that Serena Williams and her sister Venus Williams had to go through in regards to discrimination with people challenging them as children, you know, because they decided to go after their dreams and their goals and their aspirations. And because they were good at it, people, you know, doubted them and came after them and tried to, you know, put them in a situation where they would want to quit. You know, make them feel like they're the underdog. And technically, they were the underdogs, right, in the sport, because they were both two dark-skinned black girls going after, you know, a career that they deemed was basically impossible, and they made the impossible possible. And the same goes to Kendrick Lamar in regards to the underdog situation. Although Kendrick Lamar has won 17 Grammys prior to him winning the additional 5 last week, people overlook Kendrick Lamar. People just viewed him as a more so power to the people, hip hop artist, and they didn't really show him the respect that he deserved. They overlooked him and they more so focused on the mainstream concept, the commercialized concept of what a hip hop artist or a music artist should be. And Kendrick Lamar broke that barrier when he came out and showed everybody, say, yeah, I'm a quiet guy. Yes, you know, I try to speak about what goes on socially with my people, particularly black people. But if someone comes after me, I'm going to show you that I am the man. And that's exactly what Kendrick Lamar did. He had no choice. And now we understand why they call him Kung Fu Kenny, because he really annihilated in like karate chop Drake's career. And Kendrick Lamar really showed the people across the world globally that he is a supreme MC. Now, for a lot of you guys are complaining, saying the Superbowl Halftime Show was boring. You guys got to understand, Kendrick Lamar is a battle rapper, an MC. He is not, you know, Usher. He's not going to be dancing and doing the moonwalk for y'all. Y'all know what y'all got from the jump. And he been doing the same steps in his music videos. I don't know why y'all thought that all of a sudden he was going to do something. And this isn't the first time, or, you know, he was on the Super Bowl Halftime Show stage. I just feel like a lot of people wanted to find a reason to hate on Kendrick Lamar because a lot of the fans of Lil Wayne and, of course, the other people, you know, that don't believe black people should have, or any minority should have equal rights, of course they're going to be upset about this black man going on stage globally, being able to spread his awareness, be able to spread the truth, being able to say what's on his mind, express his freedom of speech, and also provide a platform for his own people. Of course, people are not going to be happy about that. And I feel like with this performance, the biggest concept of this performance was showing the public and everybody else around that's conscious enough to dissect it, is that, look, yeah, I'm going through this beef with Drake and I'm going to call him out for that, but I need y'all. It's a bigger situation going on at hand. You know, we are in a crisis in America. You know, things is really, really bad for us. And we need to really pay attention to what's going on around us and dissect this whole concept of America, of following the game and following the rules in order for you to be able to progress. Even if you don't want to or agree with what these people are telling you or trying to force you to do, it seems as if you have to in order to survive. And that is the concept of this overall Super Bowl Halftime Show performance. Now, another thing we have to understand and dissect. Kendrick Lamar had a small A-shaped chain that he was wearing. And that could represent two things, right? The biggest line on Not Like Us is A minor. So he had a lowercase a as a way of probably targeting Drake, but also it's also the logo to his actual brand, PG Lane. So that's a pretty deep concept in regards to his styling, the way that he's dressed, and of course he's wearing that red, white, and blue, and you guys can see it as unity in regards to unity with gang members, or you can see it as a symbolism for the United States, which is our colors red, white, and blue as well. Okay. In regards to everybody upset with the music playlist and the track list that's going on, I don't understand what y'all don't understand, right? The thing is that most of the time when the NFL select their Super Bowl halftime show performers, they pick performers who are not happening right now, who do not have music that is popping right now. Like, they just pick legends, and I'm not trying to diss my legends, but when we had these Super Bowl halftime performers, whether it's black, white, hip hop, whatever it is, most of the time it's somebody with an extensive catalog, and they're going to perform the hits that they performed over the past 20 some odd 10, 15 years of their career. And them songs are pretty old, right? And they don't have any new material. And if they do have new material out, the people are not checking for it. They're not actually in their prime. They're actually in retirement age, to be honest with you. This is the first time in a while that the Super Bowl halftime performer was a happening now in prime time performer, and that is Kendrick Lamar. He has hot music that's coming out. He has hot music that's been released, a brand new album that just dropped, and he's trying to show everybody by having SZA involved in all of this that, get those tickets to the stadium concert that's happening. You know what I mean? And the thing is that you guys are so upset about him playing new music, but I just feel like it's just the haters that's online. It's very a small peanut gallery of people. But just in general, you guys got to understand why he did not do the old songs. He's in the prime of his career, literally. This is like the peak of his career in regards to him crossing over the mainstream. And he just dropped a new album. Why in the world would he not perform the hits that's happening right now for the newer generations who do not know his music? A lot of us, we've been following him since 2009 when he was just starting out all the way till now. But there's a new generation of new fans and listeners that's into Kendrick Lamar, that's into the new music. So I think that's the reason why he decided to take that route and also show people like, look, I'm more than Not Like Us. I have a whole album out that's also having hits. And he brought DJ Mustard out on the stage with him. And I love the unity between these guys. And I feel like no matter what Kendrick did, you guys probably wouldn't be satisfied because you guys never want to respect a hip hop artist with a message. You guys want a rap artist that's going to go out there and shake their butt and put on a minstrel show. And Kendrick Lamar is not going to give you a minstrel show. He's going to give you entertainment. He's going to give you lyricism. He's going to give you presentation, and he's going to make you think. Okay? He's going to make you think, and he's going to artistically display it in a way that makes you sit and dissect, and you have to review his material over and over again to be like, oh, I missed that. I missed this too. And you got to even check out the poses and stuff that he did. There's certain poses that he did that represent certain governments, if you guys look that up. But I'm not going to go into that because this is YouTube and I don't want to be demonetized because of political talk or whatever the heck, you know what I mean? But you guys need to look deeper because his performance was much more than him stumping on Drake and taking his crown. It was about him giving black people their crown. It was about celebrating black people and, telling black people to stay conscious, pay attention to what's going on around you. Don't give up. Protest against the higher ups that's trying to force us to submit to their sick logic that we are less than. And we've been dealing with this since 400 years ago when we got forced here in the Americas. You guys, just open your eyes and really think about it. Open your minds and really think about the concept. In general, I want to say that I'm proud of Kendrick Lamar. And we got to think of Kendrick Lamar as just a human being. We have to think about him instead of just being a mythological creature or being that they were trying to make him out to be. He is a human being. He is a black man He's a black man that came from Compton as a black boy that had all the odds against him, and he beat all of the odds. This is a celebration for a black man to be from Compton, where so many people have been killed, died, been lost due to gang violence and everything else. For him to be doing what he's done, it's just should be applauded. It should just be applauded. Whether you like this performance or not, it should be applauded because he gave a presentation where people had their clothes on. He wasn't, sexualizing women, disrespecting women, being a misogynist. He was literally trying to give a nice, fair, Class A performance while also giving that hot energy, a hip hop competition to the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that concept. But anyway, I don't want this video to be too long. It's about 15 minutes long. I want to know your thoughts about the Super Bowl halftime performance. Do you guys understand the concept that I'm saying? And have I helped you spark your mind to be like, oh, I didn't even notice that it was supposed to be a video game, that it was supposed to be. Because the thing is saying game over at the end is because he was basically presenting a video game to everybody and saying that the United States is like a game and you got to do what they want you to do as a black person or a minority for you to be able to get along and go along in the society of the United States. That's the concept of this performance outside of him presenting his situation with Drake and also pushing his new tour and telling people, yo, this is what you're going to get when I go on tour with SZA. That's the reason why SZA was placed on, to me, that's the reason, one of the main reasons she was placed on the show, because she's going to be doing a combination tour with Kendrick Lamar, and he wanted the people to see, like, hey, look at this. Look at the work that she's putting in. I mean, it was phenomenal, and it was great for Black History Month. And shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles for a black quarterback to win during Black History Month and to have a black performance like that, like Kendrick Lamar, Samuel L. Jackson, SZA, Let It See, she also performed Lift Every Voice Is Seen. It was absolutely beautiful. It was wonderful. Thank you, NFL. Thank you, Jay-Z and everybody that put this presentation together. You guys might be upset because, Jay-Z keep picking black performers, but if you guys go through the 60 years where the NFL has been open, most of those halftime shows, they started from the past 30 years on. They had the halftime show, I believe, has not basically been non-black performers. So we can get through the next few years of Jay-Z being a part of the NFL's decision for music, because once they pass the torch back over, it's not coming back for black folks. It's really not. So I'm proud of Kendrick Lamar. I want to hear your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys on another video. If you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. This is DJ J Erica. I'm about to be working on some more material and more videos here on this channel. So subscribe. This is my new setup. I hope you guys like it. Got my vinyl on the back. I've been over here working on some mixtapes and stuff. I got my other channel, DJ J Erica Music Lounge, where I like to go back in time and play R&B music, hip hop, have fun. I'm trying to get more current stuff on there, but I just dropped 2 videos of music I want you guys to check out and listen to, playlists that I put together, and I'm working on another one now, so make sure you guys follow it. I'm going to put the playlist at the end of the video so you guys can go to that channel and subscribe as well, and I'll catch you guys on another one. I love you all. Like, happy Black History Month. Like, I love you all. Like, really, I do. Happy Black History Month. Peace.